This is one way to sharpen your pencil. Yeah, we are going to use a cutter to sharpen your pencil. Okay, so you use this thumb for pushing the blade. Until you have shaped it this way. This way. So this one, you can also use the sides of the graphite instead of just using the tip. Yeah, this is by using the overhand grip. Yeah? This is called the tripod grip. Okay, so train yourself to use the overhand grip. After sharpening your pencil, let us develop a very good habit. Yeah? So get ready your plastic bin and you will throw it in a proper place, right? So, yeah. Keep clean. First of all, we have to secure the paper, yeah? So that it won't move. Secure the paper. That's all you have to do. Yeah. Now, first of all, there are two types of grips. One is called the tripod grip, which normally when they teach in primary schools up to secondary schools, when it comes to writing some detailing, yeah, that is tripod grip. There's another grip mainly for drawing as well. It's called the overhand grip, which is like this, overhand. This is tripod grip for writing and details. This is for drawing. This is the overhand grip. Yeah? First of all, I'd like to show you how do you warm up before any drawings. Yeah, right? How do you warm up?
Sure.
Yeah, there's a way to do it to have your eye coordination and stay focused. We start off with a point going out because lines has got directions. Yeah, so we're going this way. Some are very easy to do. Yeah, so lines has got direction. Okay, so from here we keep on doing it based from the center, from center out, stop. See, this is one very good. This is one of my favorite, and we have another one here. We can put another one from the center outwards. Yeah? Any directions. So I'm using the 7B pencils. That's why it's softer, and gradually I would join it up and have a circle to. This is one way to train your eye, right? And make sure that it's a fun thing to draw. Yeah, yeah. I know it's out of the circle, but then it's another way. And the same goes to here. We don't put the waist. We continue to draw circles around it. Yeah, this is one way to coordinate your eyes and to stay concentrate and focus. This is one good way of doing it. Okay, all right. Besides this, we also can. This is working from the wrist. Working from the wrist. You start with a small circle and gradually it's drawing. Try your best to join to the very starting point, right? And this is one way of doing it. Okay, this is a great way to do your warm up. Another way is from going from one point to another point. So try your best to go from one point A to point B. It connects. Okay, so another point from here to here, for example. Try to connect those dots. Okay, another point here, for example. So this is one way. Try to connect the dots. Okay, for even from here to here, you can start off with any place and try to connect it. Okay? And from here to here and try to connect it. as well. Okay, here to here, try to connect it. Anyway, from here, you even from a short distance, you can also try to connect it. Okay, and from there, try to connect those points. It could be from here to here, yeah, from here to here, or try to connect those points. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Try to connect those points. Yeah. This is one way to exercise your connections. So this is part of it. Okay. You try to practice from, you want to do a horizontal one from point A to point B, for example, and you connect it. Yeah, this is horizontal. Okay. Horizontal. And for vertical, you can also always have another one. And this is slightly challenging, much more challenging. Oops, you know, try to get as straight as possible. Right? By locking your wrist. Okay, these are the examples. Okay, now I take there's also another way to another way of doing it is also by doing circles. Yeah, circles. You can also, it doesn't matter if you do not have a perfect circle, it doesn't matter. You just want to control with your wrist and so on. Yeah. So the circles can be anyway. Okay. Alright, and not you can go over it as well. Yeah. Any circles. Okay. Right. After circles, you can also draw ovals. This is done with small circles, is basically controlled by the wrist. Yeah? But if you want to let go, make a bigger circles, then you use your arms. Yeah. So this one has got more freedom. Yeah. Yeah, this is horizontal and this is vertical circles, ovals, sorry, and this is diagonal ovals, right? So going to work with a new sheet of paper. You can go overlap, yeah, and also retape it this way. Okay, so the advantage of having an overhand grip is by holding this way and stuff. So you not only can use the tip, but you can use the sides. Yeah. All right. There are different types of lines that we can explore. Yeah, with using the overhand grip. For example, we are now working with horizontal lines. Yeah, horizontal lines. Yeah. The tension of the pencil is very important. This is the softer lines, and this is the harder line. When you press, this is tension, yeah, with the tension. This is light tension. Okay. So as you go along doing the horizontal lines, yeah, this is one way of doing it. So you're working from your shoulder. Okay. So this is the advantage. You get more freer way of expressing your lines. Like, for example, this is the horizontal lines. Try, if possible, to keep your lines straight down. Horizontal. You move to hold the tip. You have to hold the tip, and then you go slide down. Right? Don't worry whether you got a straight line or not, but keep the exercise going. All right. Another type of lines is zigzag. Yeah, zigzag. This is a beautiful line. So by pressing the tip, I can draw a very dynamic quality of lines, yeah, by doing zigzag. Okay, it has got more weight when you press your graphite down and you have a darker shade. Okay? This is zigzag lines. You can overlap it further. Yeah? This is zigzag. Another type of line is, of course, wavy lines. Wavy lines. Okay? Wavy lines. See, light. You see these beautiful lines here? Very sharp and thin, and press harder. As you move, you have this beautiful line. Yeah, these are curved lines. This is a beautiful line. Yeah? Alright? As you go along, of course, you'll use up some of those graphite, but they produce beautiful lines. Yeah? Look at this. This is curved lines. Yes, look at this. So enjoy exercising with these warm-ups. Yeah, look at these beautiful lines. Right, so this is called wavy lines. All right. Another interesting character line is the C lines, or counter C lines. Yeah, this is counter C. Okay, this is one way of doing it. This line is also very interesting. Yeah. Yes. And then another type of lines is the S line. Yeah, the S line. This is the S line, or 8 line. Yeah. By drawing an 8, continuously drawing an 8. Yeah? This is one way to do the drawing warm up as well. Yeah, the 8 line, or you can call that the S line. Yeah? So draw an 8, a continuous 8. Okay. Yes, this is also related to the wavy lines. Okay, and as you go along, try to practice in your sketchbooks ovals, continuous ovals, because this is important. When we describe, for example, a cylinder, and we continue the line straight, it continues. Yeah, continues, and gradually that's the importance of joining one point to another point. Okay, this is one way to describe the cylinder. Right? It's never like this. Yeah, it's never like this. Yeah, a sharp pointer. This is not good. Yeah, it has to have a very smooth oval. Yeah, and put a line and create another oval, and that's how you create the side of the cylinder. If the light comes from this way, so this one is lighter, this one should be slightly darker. Okay. Right. Okay, so this is, from here, you can always practice to do the circles. Then you get a perfectly shaped, well-described cylinder. Right? So this is the inside. Right? And this part is the bottom. This is it. So the same thing as ovals this way, yeah, and create some. Yeah. So you have perfect oval shape exercise here. Okay. So you keep on doing it. So you also have ovals diagonally. Yeah, diagonally. So you have ovals all over. So that's the function of exercising your exercises on ovals. Yeah? So this way you will learn faster and with various drawings, and the more drawings that you practice, you will get a good sense of good idea of how you come up with how do you draw a cylindrical or a sphere. Okay, I have some ideas for you to draw in your sketchbooks. If you get the habit of drawing small things, basic things, like for example a square in a 3D form, how do you draw a box, for example, how you describe a pyramid, how you describe a sphere, how do you describe the funnels, those basics example, I think draw them, try to draw them. This is one way how to draw them. Yes, I just draw it again. This is the basic box. One way how to enlighten your box and square is to have very light line at the top, and a thicker line at the bottom. This is one way, so that the box has weight. The box has weight. This is the weight. The box is heavy. So besides doing a square like this, you need to describe how the box look like, logically how the box look like. So basically here you have what we have studied, we have gone through. This is the horizontal line. This is the horizontal line. When drawing a box, you need to have some basic lines. So this is the top box, which is horizontal. This is horizontal line. This is of course vertical lines. Vertical lines, and this is another horizontal lines. So this is parallel to the vertical lines, right? So these lines are vertical lines. So when you create the box, how to describe the box? This is one way to do it. Yes. So you have vertical lines going over, and also invincibly you have another visual lines here, also vertical. So these lines are all basically parallel. This is horizontal, this is horizontal. So you have two parallel lines here, and this is vertical, and this is horizontal. See, this is one way to describe the box. If the light comes from here, of course heavy lines should be traced here, and much more heavy lines should be traced here, right? If the light comes from here, then this side is going to be darker. Alright, this is one way to describe a box. Right. So in many ways, you can also work differently. Then the box will look heavy when you stress on tension, tension onto the bottom, right? When the light comes from here, then the heavy line should be on this side. Okay, so the shade will be on this side. Right? This is one way how to draw a basic box. Another lines, kind of angles, lines that ought to be, that I like to share to you, is the perpendicular lines. Like this, for example, some lines are, this is the degree of lines. Some lines are slightly up. This is the perpendicular lines. Some degrees are 90 degrees. 90 degrees. This is perpendicular lines. Right. For example, where can you see perpendicular lines onto a box, for example? You can find it here. These are the lines. Okay. For example, if you want to do a box in a very unique manner, this is one way how it is described in a perpendicular angle, right? So if the light, so basically you can see those perpendicular lines in a box like this. Okay, if the light comes from here, then this part will be shaded. This is one way how to describe perpendicular lines, besides this. Okay, this is 90, for example. These lines are very important. I'm going to use another media besides graphite pencils or compressed charcoal. We try to use something more liquid form. Here I do not have a black ink. I'm supposed to use a black ink, but I use a mixed color of green and red, so that it will be easier to see. Right? So here I've green and red. Actually I'm supposed to use black color, but anyway, this can represent. One way of doing it is of course mix it well. Mix it well, very well. Okay. We add in more water. Okay. And mix it well, and also we add some water. Okay, I think this is good enough, so that it will stick to the brush very well. Okay, all right. So besides the pencil, I would like to use brush. Some of the brush you can also draw with the brush. Okay, this is one way of doing it. Stir your color very well and make sure. This is called the action of loading the color onto the brush. The same exercise, we can start off with the center. Okay, right. See, so this is a different character with the brush. We start with the center. Some are very easy to draw the straight line, but some are difficult, but it's alright, because this is by using different medium. Okay, so this is drawing by with the help of the brush. So you start off the same thing. You see, enjoy your circles. Add in colors. You enjoy your circles with the sharp tip of the brush. Okay, this is one way of doing. This is very exciting, and you can see the quality of the brush strokes. When you use the brush, it's not only this way, but you can also turn the brush, and it makes the lines alive. And very thin lines, thick lines, and even thicker lines. You see, the brush can also play this role. Alright, so same thing, and all these exercises and so on. For example, you can also describe with the brush. Today I showed the box. This is one way of showing the box with the brush. To give more character to the box, or the box which has a weight, shows the box with weight. Yeah, so you can play along with the thinner and thicker lines. Yeah, so you can play this way. Yeah, by using the brush. So basically, know your brush. Yeah, get used to your brush. This is one way of doing it. All right, and you can also easily, if the light comes from here, then the box will be shaded. This one. Yes. So you can always play with your brush. Yeah? Straight lines, some are zigzag lines, yeah? Some C line, counter C lines, yeah? Some are vertical C lines. Yeah? So explore with the brush and aid. Yeah? And so on and so on. So by using the brush, the brush is also a versatile medium. Okay, it has got a different character. So don't get disheartened by first time when using the brush and you don't get it. But always practice. It makes perfect. Right? In the end, you can produce beautiful drawings by using a brush. Right? See you.